everybody, it is Greg. We are back in the garage for another video, another vlog. It is Friday. It is the weekend. We still have work to do. Okay, a few things today. Thanks to Hector, we have a set of racks, or, roof racks for the Tiguan. They need a little bit of paint, a little bit of cleaning up, so I'm going to get to that. While those are drying, I'm going to lay down some pond pebbles, this type of situation, over on this side of the house, finish off this side. So I took the mulch up, laid down what I had, but I ran out, so I went and grabbed some more today. So that should get this area done. These bushes also need to be trimmed, but I'm probably not going to film that. Other things we have to do this week. This is the base of the backyard patio table that I started. I have the tops, the boards for the top here. I have to mill that down and get that together, but this is going to be car stuff this video. And the upgrade I've been wanting and waiting to do, I had about 80% of the parts probably 2 years ago, but then I was like, I'm not even into doing anything on Christine again, so I sold the parts, but now I've received them. Shout out to Boogie. He hooked your boy up with O2J shift tower. There it is. I went the other day and grabbed the shift box. Went and got the tower out of a Beetle. Also got the cable bracket. And he also threw in a Megan short shifter. Now, eventually in the future I will do a Diesel Geek short shifter, so I'm probably not going to use this, as I'm pretty sure if you use two short shifters in one system, you're going to have issues. So, we're only going to use one. Hold on, let me show you what else I have. Oh, I got grease on my fingers. 1 second. Alright, so, from a combination of Euro Tuning and Diesel Geek, we have all the bushings and springs and all that other stuff to rebuild all that stuff to brand new specifications. Now the ends are good, I'm not worried about that. Cables, everything looks pretty good, but you do, look at that, you need to rebuild it. So we have the main spring, we have the cup for the shifter ball. Diesel Geek has almost a full kit of front to back and side to side bushings. I believe this, and something else comes in the Euro Tuning kit that helps you rebuild the actual tower, because I guess there's a bushing in here. There's a bushing or a roller bearing, something like that, that needs to be replaced. So that's going to be replaced, and then the rest of the little clips and other things like that. So, if you need your parts, Diesel Geek has one pretty extensive kit. It's about 79 bucks. And then Euro Tuning has the two other kits for the tower and the rest of the bushings for 20, I think 24, 25 a piece. I think, or it could be 30, something around that range. Anyways, check them out if you're going to be doing this. I'm pretty sure when I do this, I'm just going to set the camera up and just record. I'm thinking about just doing the whole entire process, going piece by piece, so that you guys can see piece by piece how to do it. Or I might speed it up, I'm not sure yet. But I do want to start on the racks, and while those are drying, I'm going to take care of my rocks, get those out the car. Even though it makes the car look really, really slammed. This is kind of the look I really want. I want the car to sit normally. Like that. But with no perch in there, can't. I'm thinking about lowering the front just a bit. But this is how I really want the car to sit. But anyways. Alright, let's get these racks and let's clean them up. Now let's get a layer of paint on them and set them aside to dry. Something I'm toying with. Now, in my design and overall look for the car, with the black wheels that eventually the tires will get fixed and mounted, I wanted to get rid of all the silver trim on the car and just black it out. I mean, completely. Like roof racks, the window trim, the grill even possibly, but just get rid of the trim on the side of the door. Like, do you need all the chrome? Just like, give me a break. So I think for the racks, for now, they should go all black. At least that's what I think. So I'm thinking of scuffing the whole thing and painting them all black, because I just want the car to look a little bit different and have a different feel than anything else, any other Tiguan on the road. Now the silver might look cool, but I just really think all black is going to be the move for this car. I really just want to murder it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Scuff everything, paint everything black, and then get them installed. So far, good call on the racks going all gloss black. I really dig it. I think it's going to just add a little something to the top of the car. I don't know if without taking I don't know, we'll see. It would be cool if you could take these off without taking the headliner down and doing all that BS. That'd be cool to get those all black too, but I don't think I can, so much for that. I think those could probably get wrapped, but these are looking good. Laid down my rocks. I actually still need a few more bags. I'm thinking 1, 2 there, 3, 4, 5 more. I'm gonna go with 5 more bags, and then that'll look cool. Alright, so just by looking for now, like, there's like pieces even missing. There's no bushings in this bad boy at all. So, yeah, full rebuild. That's why it's just, I mean, like, what? Is there even the bottom? Oh, there is the bottom, okay. So, from what I've seen and what I know, we'll pry off the bottom, and then we'll get into getting to some of these bushings that are non-existent. There 100% should be one here, and the cup is just, it's just not there. The stuff's not there. So I'll try and wipe some of this stuff down, clean it up, get the grease off, and then we will get to work. Alright, so let's take this apart. Let's get the bottom out first. Oh, it's got some metal clips here. Not really sealed great, but they just pry off. Easy enough. You got your shifter. What's really left of it? We got some clips here. It looks like those could probably stay. Let's see. Okay. I'm sure I take like a little video of this to see what goes back where, just to be sure. You don't want to lose anything. Little spinny clip. Just 2 of these down here. Let's see. Silver clip over here. Okay. This I'm gonna have to take apart as well. Okay, so base, 2 clips there. There's a clip here as well. Just get your flat in there. Pry it off. Careful with the spring. Sometimes I like to take this stuff and put it in order that I took it off, that way I know. So I know the clip is first, or last, so I put it first, and the spring. Let's see if this piece comes off. I don't think it does. Oh, maybe I'll get this off. I don't think I can get this in. Oh, it's a Torx. Torx bit. Oh, no. T20, T15, T25. Here we go. T25 Torx. The screw. The arm comes off. Put the screw in the arm there. So you can get your. Should be able to get your spring. And pushing off. In one piece. Put that there, so it's in order. Right, everything looks halfway decent there. That's it. As far as I can tell. I'm gonna have to pull some of the bushings out of there to see what else needs to come apart. But so far so good. Okay, so for the most part I have everything taken apart, at least to the best of my knowledge. And it's time to start replacing things. Some things I still haven't seen just yet. Like I know that's for the tower. That's for the tower. And then there's that flat black washer. That's for the tower. These are the 2 clips. There's a silver clip there. The spring is there. The little plastic cup is there for that. The cup that was non-existent. This one I'm not sure. These 2, not sure just yet. One of these is this. 100%. I think that's that one there. Yeah, that one's that. And these are gonna go somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. I think these go inside here, the rods. So let's try and get those out and then see if we can get those to fit. I think this yellow one is in here, I think. Could fit. That makes sense. Now remember, some of these things were not in the kit. So there's that. Okay. Before we put that on, we gotta put the spring on. Yep. Also gets this. Right, so after looking more online, because this shifter was not complete, I am just going to piece it together from what I see. That goes there, and that fits in nice and snug like that. This one goes on top, this one goes on the bottom. To that effect. This one goes in more or less like that, I believe. I think the spring goes on like that. There you go. Boom. You guys can see that. Now the bushing is in there, and once this is screwed in, it'll be in there and it shouldn't be able to roll around. At least I think that's how it goes. So for now, provisionally, we will put the screw back in just to hold it. Now I've seen online all the other, like even Christian did a rebuild of the O2A. I couldn't find his O2J video, which he may have done. But this already feels, Jesus, already feels 100% better. I hope the bushing goes on that side. I think it does. But we'll see. We'll find out. Okay. Definitely have to fix that up and down situation. Take this screw out. T20 Torx. I don't think we're gonna really need anything else. I think this plate will do, because I can't find the one that dude gave me, so I might end up having to use I don't know, maybe this thing, possibly, maybe not, because I don't think that's gonna work, but because I'm pretty sure I have all the parts here, but we'll look for that later on. Let's continue. I gotta look around and see if I see where the rest of these bushings go, and then we'll get back. Alright, found some helpful pictures. This bushing with the snap ring goes on the big shift cable. That's gonna go on there with a little snap ring, and then the small one, this tan one, is gonna go on the inside the little one here. Same thing with the snap ring. After that, the only ones I need to find out where they go are these two black ones, which I'm sure they go, one goes on the bottom here of the rod, and the other one goes on the top, I believe. That's what I think. I'm just going by what I see online because nobody has a video. At least I asked Christian if he did one, and he hasn't answered me back yet, but over there by now it's like 11 o'clock at night, I think. So anyways, we're gonna swap these out, get those done, and then try and find pictures of where these two black ones go. Now there may or may not be an easier or better way to do this. What I just did, take a blade and cut off one edge of the plastic bushing that's there, and then you should be able to just push out the bad one like that. Then I don't have snap ring pliers here, so this is gonna be difficult, to say the least. I wasn't expecting this. Let me see what I can use on this. I'll be able to just use a flat and walk it around to get it off, which is working. Beautiful. Snap ring is off there. Get the old one out of the way. And then from the picture I see on Eurotuning's website, actually, it's gonna go from, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll show you guys when I get to close up. That's the bushing piece here. It's gonna go in like this. nice and tight. Get on there, buddy. Or is it gonna go the opposite way? Okay, so we're in here with the bushing right here. I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see. What you're gonna do is snap on the plastic piece first with the thicker OD towards the metal of the shifter rod, and then once that snaps on, because it has a split in that washer, then you can slide that part on. It's gonna snap in pretty much, and then you will use the snap ring, which this is gonna be insanely fun to do. If I knew I had to use these, I should have looked at it at work. I would have done it, but I should be able to work it on. So hopefully I can do this without jamming my finger with the screwdriver. Plan B. Okay, after sheer brute force and determination, I was able to get the snap ring on without destroying my finger. I'm going to take one of the black clips. We're going to take a new one, of course. Ugh, such a pain, such a pain. And then slip that on, and that's good. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom one. This one should be a lot easier to just push out. I think this is rubber the same way like the other one is. Push the old one out. There it is, yellow and gross. And then this one goes on. I'm gonna do this the same way. This one we should be able to just press in. And then put it on the shaft. Get your new clip. Clipped in. And just for my OCD and everything, I would put it so that gravity in the car will just prevent anything from letting it fall out, just in case. But you know, probably not needed, but just for a little added bit of security, just do it that way. Now, I still have to look and find out where these black ones go. And then I have one more black one here. And one clip. So, I'm going to do some more research and get back to you guys, because I got to see if the top one goes on top or if the bottom one goes on the bottom. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out. So, after some cleaning, I think I figured everything out except one bushing, which I'm not sure where in the world this thing goes. But anyways, have everything in for the most part. I do need to go get some kind of lube or grease, because the shaft is like really tight to go in. So like when you go to shift into reverse, you have to press down and you pull towards you, and then you push forward for reverse. When you come back up, the spring doesn't pull the shift lever back up on the shaft. So I'm gonna have to get some kind of grease to see if I can get it a little bit looser in there. And then, because the grease that was in there, I think somebody used like white lithium, and it dried up and it got all crusty. So I've been trying to scrape out all the powdery stuff, as you can see. That's what's left of it right there. So I'm gonna go get hopefully like a little tube of grease that'll loosen that back up, I hope. Otherwise, when I'm shifting, I'm probably gonna, when I get out of reverse, I'm probably gonna have to pull up on the shifter, and that's gonna be ridiculous. So I didn't get a new spring because the spring should have enough tension, but everything else checks out. The only thing is I have to find one more place for this thing. I'm not sure where that goes just yet, but I will find this. I'm going to run to AutoZone, see if I can find a little tip of grease or something like that, and then I'll be back. Back with a little packet of anti-seize lubricant. Hopefully that lubricates it just enough, but it's thin enough not to cause any binding issues. If not, I don't really know what to do. I try to get off as much of the corrosion and the old stuff as I possibly could. So if this doesn't work to lube it up, we're just gonna go with it and deal with it. It's just reverse, so how bad could that be? How many times do you reverse in a day? Probably shouldn't have ripped off the whole thing, but just go with it. This is probably going to work really good, actually. Alright, let's get her in. Where's that O-ring? So I'm not 100% sure if this O-ring is supposed to be there, because no kit that I bought had a replacement. So, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Put our arm back on. That should hold it in place for the most part. And for what I gather, shifter bushing here. Put a little bit of grease on the inside of this. Somehow. Use this. Some on there. I'll just do it this way. Put it on the shaft rather. That way it pushes it down. We don't get grease all the way up the shaft. It's a tight fit. Maybe it should fit that tight. Maybe I just haven't felt a new shifter in years. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know what the hell this thing's supposed to feel like. But we're gonna go with this. All the way up. Pieces there. Get our clip. Way better. Now I can actually move. Now I don't know if it's gonna pop back. It's not popping back. You know what? We're gonna just gonna go with that for now. If there's any issues, it'll be a put it in the car when it gets mounted before putting everything back together. See how it feels as far as shifting, and if it works fine, It works fine. I don't know why it's so stiff. Maybe that's just the way it is because of the new shifter. But it seems like the spring doesn't have enough to push it back up. Like in the Jetta now, if I press down, it's gonna pop back up. I don't know. Maybe I'll take it out and put more grease on it. We'll see. But that's it. So everything's in. Everything is tight. Let me get some light in here. It's getting dark. Everything is tight. Everything feels way better. I mean, I don't even think night and day is the word to use. Like it had, I mean, when I got this thing, it didn't have that cut bushing in it. Those bushings were blown out. These bushings weren't even there. So this is gonna do. One of these bulbs is acting up. I think it's this one. Hasn't even been a year. What? It's been a year almost. Yeah, that one's going out. So I gotta buy another one of those. Jeez. Nothing works. I wonder if there's warranty. But we're pretty much done with this right now. So this can sit and wait. I'm gonna put the little foam piece back on. Even though I'm not really gonna need that. I am gonna have to get some kind of weather stripping to seal this area, or once it's in the car, the small expanding foam, just hit a little bit of that and then make sure it seals up, because people say you get a lot of heat from the exhaust through the bottom. My car runs hot as it is, and the last thing I need is just for me pouring heat into the compartment. So we're pretty much done. So to go over everything, I know I wasn't like I said I was going to do every little single piece because I did have to check everything myself. Let's see if we can do this real quick. Okay, so in the kit you'll have this tan bushing. It goes thicker side in right here. There's a bushing that goes in here. The spring, the little plastic thing that the spring rides on. There's a white bushing that goes here, and it has a little indentation. Come on. See those little teeth or whatever? Those fit inside the indentation, so you know that one goes there. You get all the clips brand new. You get the bushings that slide on the bottom of the spring and the top of the spring. You don't get the clip, which, I mean, it's fine because it's not really something that you really need to replace, I don't think. On the bottom, you get the bushing here, and as you can see, and they have really good pictures on on Diesel Geek, pretty much showing you how these go on. And I still have to put the clip on in a circlip. This one also gets a new bushing with the clip here, and that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So this clip here has to go on, and then that has to go on, and then that's it. These, I don't think these get replaced. I'm gonna check and see if there's a company that sells replacement bushings for these, but I don't think they do. What else? What else? And that's it. I have the parts for the actual tower, which I've read seem to give a lot of people issues. So it might be a thing that once you install it, if it's not giving me any issues, we're never gonna cross that bridge. Maybe do the little rubber seal here and the quad seal. Maybe do those just to see. But for now, we are done. Yeah. Oh, let me show you guys. The racks are looking pretty good. The temperature has cooled down, so they're not drying as fast. But tomorrow, we'll flip them over, double check them again if they're good. Clear coat. So I guess you could probably check them right now because I don't really care about the underside. I figured they were gonna stick. So let's hit the top, a little bit of paint, and then let that dry overnight. In the morning, clear coat, and those should be good to go on. I am helping Hector move tomorrow morning. And then, oh, also, I should probably paint this piece. This is the bracket for the shifter on the cables on the trans, and I already have the aluminum bushing, so I'm just gonna replace these with those, and paint that, clean that, and paint that. And then maybe in a week or so, depending on what the schedule is. I can actually even do it in a week. Maybe sometime next week. Turn Christine around, get her close here, or maybe even get her inside. Jack her up, get the exhaust off, and do the complete swap. We'll see how that goes. And that's it. So, if you enjoyed the video and you haven't and you would like to, hit the subscribe button. Throw me a thumbs up on these videos. We're close to 3,000 subs. Last I checked, we were at 2974, give or take. So, we're climbing. We're almost at 3,000. Like I said, more work coming on the bus very, very, very soon now that I have the wire harness. Was really slowing me down. Not really slowing me down, but what I focus my time on is getting the back patio and the furniture for that done. So probably tomorrow, if I'm done helping Hector move, gonna come home, work on the table, get that done, and stay in. Once that's done, then I can just work on the stools for that. And then once that piece of furniture and stuff is done, I'm gonna be done building furniture, at least for the house here, for a while. If something pops up for a customer, then there's that. Then we'll be jumping on the bus. This is my 73 bay window. Still got to do some paint removal here, up top here. Everything else is pretty much done. Top of the doors I got to hit. This whole panel's getting replaced, so I'm not even going to bother with that. I have special plans for this piece. I'm going to do the top parts here. Everything else has been stripped completely, and mostly primered. The rust actually fought through here, so I'm probably going to hit this panel one more time. Yeah, so there's that. The big pieces like here, like I didn't touch, those are going to get replaced, so I'm not worried about that. Still have to do here, and then the top here, and then we can really start moving on getting the wiring out. Might pull the motor out here in the next few weeks, so I can work in the battery tray, just clean everything up back here and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of work to do, but now I have the wire harness, we can move forward and clean up all this. So that's it. I will see you guys next time in the garage. Peace. Racks are done.